What's going on YouTube? And we're back with another video, and this time it's going to be something a little different from what I'm used to posting of like college videos of what I had before and like regular family vlogs of what I did with like me and my family went on vacation. So this is going to be something a little different. Springtime's coming up, and in the Bay Area the rain has finally died down, and I thought it'd be the perfect time to get on this DIY project that I had set up for, I want to say, a couple months now. I saw it on YouTube and I was inspired to just try it myself. I was in the market for a new pair of Vans anyway, and I wanted to make something, you know, not the same as everybody else. So Vans have been pretty popular within the last few years, and the old schools are no exception to that rule. You know, I want to try something different. So, as you guys may have read the title of the video already, we're going to be trying the Rose Patch Vans on the Old Skool in the black and white color. So, here's what we'll need for this DIY. Obviously, you're going to need a pair of Old Skool Vans. You can do this on Old Skools, you can do this on classic slip-ons, you can do this on skate highs. You can pretty much do this on whatever Vans or whatever shoe you have. I just want to do it with the Vans because I know I can wear this every day, and felt like it looked pretty good on the shoe. And the second thing you'll need is definitely the rose patches. I got these off of Amazon for about $5-6. I'll leave the link in the description below, but not too hard to find. Amazon, $6 for both. The next thing you'll need is definitely an iron. So for the patches, they do come in as an iron-on. I know some people who use glue, I know some people who use an iron, I know some people use both. And the fourth thing you need is probably just an old shirt that you don't use, or a towel, whichever one you prefer. For me, I'm going to use an older shirt. I'm not going to wear it anymore, so that's why I'm going to use an older shirt. And I've seen people go about this DIY many different ways. I've seen people use glue, I've seen people not use any glue. So for this one, I'm going to try it with no glue, and if the patch doesn't stick, then if the patch doesn't stick in the future, then I'll probably apply glue just to make it stick. So, alright, and that's all the materials you need, so let's get right into this DIY. What's going on YouTube? And I'm just going to do a little commentary on the process of installing the rose patch on the Vans Old Skool. Just to give you guys a little more context. In this clip, you can see me filling up the shoe with socks. I've seen people do it with some shoe trees or some socks or a towel. You can do it with either one, but some socks were really handy for me at the time. Decided to just go with some socks, stuff it in the shoe just to make it look like my foot is in the actual shoe. So it looks pretty good. In this next clip, you can see me placing the patch on the Old Skool on how I would want the patch to look like on the shoe. And as you guys saw, I did have an iron, and as I was doing this, I plugged in the iron just so we could speed up the process a little bit. So while we're placing the patch, the iron's getting a little warm, and by the time I'm done placing the patch, should be all set with the iron. So in this one, I'm readjusting the socks just because I didn't feel like I placed it correctly. I wanted to have the full look of my actual foot in the shoe. So the next step I did was place the shirt over the shoe, and I want to get the placement of the rose exactly how I wanted it, because once it's ironed on, it's either going to be really difficult to take it off depending on how good you actually had the rose patch ironed on. So just make sure the rose is placed correctly how you want it. So I kind of go ham with the shirt and the rose, but I ended up taking off the shirt because I didn't see anything happening. I know it's probably not recommended, but I ended up trying it without the shirt, and I actually found more success without the shirt, as you can see later on in the video. But as of right there, I ended up getting a hair blow dryer and to try to speed up the process of trying to melt the glue, and it didn't work out. So I ended up getting another iron, which actually worked better in my favor just because it was hotter than the other iron, and depending on the iron you guys have, try to set it on a higher heat level just so we can activate the glue quicker. But when it comes to these type of installs, you kind of want to take your time with it. So I ended up just going ham on the shoe right here without the shirt. Make sure I get all the corners, and you want to heat up the patch in one individual spot for at least 5 to 10 seconds. 5 to 10 seconds, then move on to the next spot. And it actually looked pretty good. So as you've done 5 to 10 seconds on one spot, move on to the next one, 5 to 10 seconds, and just repeat the process, and you should see results coming through. Just be patient, because as you can, for me, I wanted to get the shoe done more than the quality. So wrapping it up with the install, just gotta lace it up. I was thinking, do you guys like white laces on the Old Skools with the roses or black laces? I'm kind of debating. Let me know what you guys think. Here's a few on foot clips of how the rose patch looks. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. Sorry for the change in quality of the other disc. The other camera ran out of battery and I had to switch to my phone. This is my little brother. He's gonna end this vlog, or he's gonna end this video with me. He's acting a little weird because his hair is all messy. But let me know what you guys thought of the shoes. I want to say on a scale of 1 to 10, the difficulty, it was about a 4 or 5. It wasn't too difficult. The only thing it was is patience. And I got 2 irons and 1 blow dryer, and it worked out for me. This is my first DIY, so if you guys are trying it for the first time, you guys should be fine. If you guys like this video, give this video a like. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We post more stuff with this guy and me. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.